Coming up on This Week in Plymouth, bonds get approved in the Select Board, Water and Sewer holds its first meeting with the new board, and PRHS spring sports are fully on their way. All that and more coming up on This Week in Plymouth. Hello and welcome to This Week in Plymouth. I'm your host, Jonathan Picard. Starting off this week is the Plymouth Select Board, who met this past Monday, April 10th at the Town Hall. During the meeting, the board both appointed and reappointed several different people for several different boards. Following that, the board approved a new purchase for a police cruiser in the amount of $36,097. The board also approved a $1.8 million bond from Woodsville Guarantee Savings Bank.
So we're going to sign that we're going to vote on and then sign that we voted to authorize the issuance of a $1,800,000 general obligation bond of the issuer, which were heretofore authorized by the issuer's voters on March 15th, 2023. Such bonds to be dated April 12th, 2023. The second one is voted to sell said bonds to the purchaser on such terms and conditions as are set forth in Exhibit A, attached heretofore and made a part heretofore. Exhibit A is a description of terms and purchaser of bonds. There's only one note here. The purchaser is listed as Woodsville Guarantee Savings Bank, denomination $1,800,000, interest rate 4.75%, and premium paid by purchaser, if any, not applicable. Voted to issue the bonds in substantially the form set forth in Exhibit B, attached heretofore, and made a part hereof. Exhibit B is
the actual payment amount.
That's probably going to be each year, and that's the thing we talked about last time.
$180,000 plus interest on an annual basis over 10 years.
Voted that the bonds shall be general obligations of the issuer. Voted to authorize the execution of the bonds by at least a majority of the governing board and the treasurer, or the printing of facsimiles of such signatures on the bonds, and to affix the issuer's seal. Voted to authorize the treasurer to deliver the bonds to the purchaser against payment therefore, and voted to authorize at least a majority of the governing boards and the treasurer to execute and deliver a signature and no litigation certificate with receipt and a tax certificate, and 2, the issuer's treasurer, chair, and the governing board, finance director, or town manager to execute and deliver the IRS Form 8038-G, all in substantially the form presented to the undersigned, and such other documents as may be necessary or appropriate to accomplish the sale and delivery of the bonds in accordance with the foregoing. And voted to authorize the issuer to serve as its own paying agent for the bonds.
So moved.
I'll second.
Sure you don't want to reread it?
Yeah, let me have that.
Any discussion? This all seems like exactly what we discussed previously. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The following night, the Water and Sewer Commissioners met at their building located on 227 Old North Main Street. At this meeting, the board rescheduled a meeting with David Fox from Raft Ellis regarding a presentation about a rate study.
David Fox, Tillis, rate study presentation rescheduled.
Heard back from him today. Finally, he had that medical event that had to get moved last time. And so he is saying that he will either come in on the 25th if we wanted him to come in at the regular scheduled meeting that we were going to do, or he is absolutely agreeable to do a daytime, afternoon, or whatever you can do work session to go over the rate study with you. So it's up to you. He said pose some dates if you would like.
In both cases this would be an in-person meeting? Is that?
I believe he's still be Zoom.
Zoom, okay.
I think he's in Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, that's a long.
So,
yeah. Okay, very good. That's fine. Well, I think no reason not to proceed if he's ready to speak with us, right?
At a regular meeting, or?
Do you want to throw out some dates for a work session, or what would
Well, I mean, it seems like, given that this is rate change related, and that, I mean, there's certainly a big public interest in this, that I would recommend that we do it during a regular meeting so that even though, I mean, we're still at the early stages of the rate study, it would be worthwhile that everybody have a chance to
So the next
to hear
regularly scheduled meeting.
hear what's going on with
Yeah.
it, yeah.
See us grind the sausage.
Okay.
Yes, right, exactly.
So we'll
yes.
schedule
Well,
him for the next regular
Yeah, I
session.
mean, we can never be transparent enough.
The meeting is currently scheduled for April 24th. It was also announced that Jason Randall, superintendent of Plymouth Village Water and Sewer, was accepted into the Environmental Finance Center Network's Water Leadership Program. This is a 3-month program designed to help train and prepare water leaders for any challenges that may arise and improve the quality of life for residents. There have only been 38 other members accepted into this program across 20 states, with Jason being the sole representative from across all of New England. Now for the weather this weekend with the PSU Meteorology Department.
At our future radar, we're going to be seeing some possible snow showers going in for your Sunday, and then towards your Monday afternoon there's going to be a bigger line of precipitation here. Some rain going to be coming in. This is currently for Monday at 1:30 p.m. So here in Plymouth, we're probably going to start seeing some rain towards around 2, maybe 2:30. So definitely want to be keeping an eye out for that, especially when you're making your commute home from work on Monday. But temperature-wise, for your weekend, temperatures are going to be starting to drop down to more normal spring-like temperatures here. Saturday is going to be a nice 68, but then it's going to continue to drop towards 61 on Sunday. And then for Monday and Tuesday, with that rain going to be coming in, is going to cool the area down even more, bring it down to a mid-50s. But don't worry. Don't let that 49 over on Wednesday scare you. Spring is still here. It's still in full effect because temperatures will once again rise back up towards the end of your week on Thursday and Friday, reaching up into the upper 50s, into the low 60s, with some beautiful sunshine to enjoy towards the end of your week. I'm your student meteorologist, Sean Kennedy, with your Plymouth State PM weather. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Spring sports are in full swing for the Bobcats, and PBTV kicked off our 7th season covering the spring teams with 3 broadcasts this past week. Girls lacrosse hosted the Dairyfield in the season opener on Tuesday afternoon. The Bobcats defense held strong in the opening minutes, but the Cougars offense could not be tamed. Dairyfield went on to win 18-2.
Gets it again. Wasting no time, going right at
pass down low to number 5. Nice defense by Maya Wingstead. Good job sliding over there. Maya's been playing defense back there for 3 years and does a great job. Let's see if we can play some D. There's Maya again. Lefty shot. Nice save by Izzy Rosner. All right.
Hazel
picked up by
Bass.
Number 10. Hazel Bassingwait. Trying to get it up.
Looking to pass. Doesn't have an opening yet. Goes back to the defender.
Maya Wingstead. Maya's going to try to bring it up herself.
Motoring
Nice
right down the
hustle,
middle.
Maya.
Put
Here
her
we
on
go.
offense.
Here we go. Oh, nice shot and
And
goal!
scores!
Maya Wingstead from the defensive end. Coast to coast with a great shot.
Bang, off the turf and in.
Chloe Bouchard playing tough D, senior captain.
Right in the middle.
Right to 23. Is that 23 again?
Oh, yeah. Too easy. Nobody on her.
All right, 1 minute to go here, Paul. Let's see what Aubrey Brunk can do. She's off to the races, bringing it up the field. Going to try to do it all herself.
Go ahead.
Which is good. She's a
Good
good
legs.
athlete. Get the shot. She gets it off and a goal. Just like the end of the first half with a minute to go. Aubrey Brunt gets a shot off and gets it by the goalie.
Baseball opened its season Wednesday at home with a matchup against rival Laconia. The Sachems got on the board first after back-to-back singles in the top of the first inning, but it was all Plymouth from there on. Junior Johnny Flaherty pitched a 4-inning gem with 7 strikeouts and gave up only 4 hits. The Bobcats scored 8 runs in the bottom of the first and never looked back, ending with a dominant 17-2 win in 5 innings.
Fastball downstairs, liner back up the middle, and a leadoff single for Diamond. Hard shot to center, back towards the fence. It's off the wall. One will come home. Here comes another in Dekutowski, and it's a 2 RBI triple for Jake Sanborn. And 3 pitches and a punch out here. Liner at short. 1 out and throw over, not in time. First pitch offered, sent sky high there from Sanchez for the 3rd out. That retires the side. And we'll end it here today. The run rule here after 4.5 for the home team.
Softball returned yesterday to D&M Park for a game against Sauhegan as they look to bounce back after a tough 13-1 loss at home on Wednesday to Laconia. Catch the Bobcats all season long on Pemmy Baker TV with select game broadcasts. Check out our website below to see our spring broadcast schedule. Now taking a look at this week's announcements, the upcoming planning board meeting on April 20th will be starting with a site visit at 739 Texas Hill Road at 5:30 p.m. They will then adjourn and reconvene at the town hall during their regular meeting time at 6:30. The board also has 4 public hearings scheduled for this meeting, including a continuation of a hearing with Frontenac Development that has been ongoing for several months. You can catch this meeting live both on our YouTube channel and on channel 1301. The Recreation Department has announced more events for the 28 Ways to Recreate program this summer. The new programs include Goals Galore Clinic, PYC Days with the Pemmy Youth Center, Meet Us at the Stadium, Whale's Tail Wednesdays, and a full summer camp and a video production camp we here at Pemmy Baker TV are hosting. The video camp will be on Friday starting July 7th and going through until July 28th. The program will be divided into 2 separate age groups with a 6th through 8th grade group and a high school group. To get more information on this program and all the other programs as a part of 28 Ways to Recreate, check out the Recreation Department website. Plymouth Regional High School has announced the dates for their spring play, The Matchmaker, by Thornton Wilder. Both shows are scheduled to start at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, April 19th and Thursday, April 20th. Tickets are $5 each and will be available for purchase at the door. PRHS will also be hosting the Spring Fling on Friday, April 24th before spring break. It will be an early dismissal for students at 1:10 p.m. Spear Memorial Hospital has announced an open house for the Medical Fitness Center, Rehab Fit. The open house is scheduled for Wednesday, May 3rd from 3 to 7 p.m. For more details on the event, visit the Spear Memorial website at www.spearhospital.com/rehab-open-house. Looking ahead to next week's events, both the Pemmy Baker Regional School Board and the Conservation Committee will be meeting on Tuesday, April 18th at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. respectively. PRHS Baseball will be hosting a game against the Merrimack Valley Lions on Wednesday, April 19th at 4 p.m. Boys Lacrosse will also be taking on the Pelham Pythons on Thursday, April 20th at 4 p.m. And finally, the planning board will be holding a meeting that same day at the town hall at 6:30 p.m. That will end this week's episode. Remember, if you have any ideas for your own show or want to be on our show, please contact us at the information on screen. For us here at PBTV, I'm Jonathan Picard. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on This Week in Plymouth.